Good. Hello, sir. Hello. Good afternoon from Bali, from Bandung.
Y- Hello, nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yes, my pleasure.
So you are in India, Lucknow, or
I am currently in the USA, New York.
okay. Wow, 12 hours different time. Appreciate, sir.
Yes,
We are
yes,
waiting for others to come.
yes, no problem. Yeah,
I'm one of the students here, so I really enjoy to have you here. So sorry if sometime I will off my cam because I'm in driving now. Thank you,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
We are waiting
I'm
for others.
walking around because everybody else is sleeping in the house.
Yeah.
I
What
am
time?
in the.
What time in the US right now, sir?
This is 5 o'clock in the morning.
Woo,
Yeah.
early in the morning.
Yeah, 12-hour difference. I am 12 hours behind you.
Okay. So which part in US do you stay at, sir?
Mm, I am in a place called Rochester in New York State.
Ah, okay. I think this time is
Yes.
good for coffee. Morning coffee is better for you, sir.
Yes, I'm just making some coffee for myself. You know, uh, you can see
Yeah, yeah.
uh, uh, this is my coffee mug,
Okay.
electric mug. So I'm
Yep.
just heating some water.
Ah, wonderful. Once you come to Indonesia, especially when you go to Bali, you have to try the Balinese coffee. We call it Kintamani. We have lots of good coffee. I guess you
Ha
have
ha
tried.
ha.
I guess.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, you have to try
Uh,
it
I
once.
I happened to Jakarta, Cikaranga.
Ah, okay.
So I have to plan a trip to Bali
Ah,
this
you
year. I
never
will
been to
come.
Bali before.
No.
Ah,
I
you come
have
here
heard
because
so much from
yeah,
friends. I have
yeah.
very good friend, your faculty
Yeah.
and
Okay, sir.
others. Are you
So nice.
driving?
Yes, sir. I'm driving, so sorry, but I'm still focused on the road. Don't
No,
worry.
no. Is it?
Let's run.
Ah, yeah.
It is in
Ah,
Indonesia. Okay. I'm so sorry, sir. Yeah.
yes. No, no, no,
Just
no,
my
no, no, no.
maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes I arrive at home, then I will
This.
go to my laptop.
How much time will it take you to reach home?
10 minutes maybe.
Oh, you are there.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Here is a lot of our friends also. Pak Benny. Pak Benny is our head leader here, classroom. Yeah, we are
I
waiting
see.
also.
Yeah.
Mari teman-teman, Pak Ben kita
So, what
mungkin
do you
kayaknya.
do? What do you do, Divi?
Intermezzonya lama juga ya Pak Divi ya?
Iya, ini
I
kayaknya
see. Benny.
belum ada yang lain
Benny
ya.
has put himself on mute.
Pak Benny, Pak Benny.
Oh. What does
How's
Benny
the
do?
weather? How's the weather there, Mr. Sudhir?
Yeah.
How's the
Uh,
weather?
Pardon?
How's the weather? The,
What is that?
the weather,
Uh,
weather.
do, do you have
Oh,
a
weather.
winter, summer,
Uh,
or
it it's very sunny, good weather. Only thing is, night it rained
Hmm.
heavily. So daytime it is very clear, very cheerful.
I've been go to New York before.
You have been here?
Yeah, for 1 month.
When was that?
It's about 2018.
Ah,
Yeah.
uh, ah,
Internship
ah.
in San Regis Hotel.
I see.
Yeah, but I'm
Very
working
good.
in Miami though.
Okay, okay.
wah, keren, Benny. Pernah ke New York. I've never been to
Yes.
US, sir. But I've been to Lucknow, India.
Oh, these are beautiful places, both of them.
Yeah, Agra, New Delhi, just 2 years. Yeah, learning for Hindi, Sanskrit, Kendriya Sanskrit, New Delhi. It was long time ago. Yeah.
Ah, 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 ah. I came to Jakarta in 2018 only. I went to President University. You know, Dean wanted me to train the faculty in case method. So I was there for a week. Beautiful place. Lot of industries were there and very prosperous belt.
You mentioned in
You know,
Jakarta or Karawang? Am I sorry,
Cikaranga,
sir?
Cikaranga in
Cikarang.
Jakarta.
Yes, you're right.
Cikarang.
Lots of
President University is in Cikarang, right?
Right, right, right. Yes.
Hello, good day, everybody. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Everything's good.
Pak
I just
Divin.
made my
yes, sir.
just made my tea.
Yeah, you wake up early in the morning, Professor Sudhir.
I
5 o'clock
have,
a.m.
I
Now,
have to
what time
be
in
in.
America? What time in USA?
It is 5 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you already give your time and your thought to our student.
Yeah, we just
Benny.
stop
Always.
spend this. So good to
Always.
have you here also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pak
Yes.
Benny.
Yes, sir.
Ya, nanti sebentar saya akan memberikan pengarahan. Setelah itu, selesai saya memberikan pengarahan akan dilanjutkan oleh Pak Profesor Sudhir. Nanti kalau di akhir langsung Pak Benny ambil alih ya untuk foto bersama ya.
Foto bersama Pak Divi.
Pak Diki ya.
Siap.
Soalnya saya ada
Setelah
kegiatan.
nyampe rumah tak fotoin aman om. Ngikut Pak Ketua apa ini? Siap Pak Ruf.
Ya. Pak Divi spesial foto. Saya ada ibadah Pak Benny, nanti Pak Benny yang mengarahkan teman-teman siapa yang mau bertanya ataupun memberikan masukan dan saran. Kalau sudah ada, saya berharap 1-2 orang bisa, nanti setelah itu langsung diakhiri dengan sertifikat sudah diberikan oleh Pak Benny ya, oleh Andre ya, di Benny. Ben,
Materinya, Pak?
sertifikat yang saya ada untuk Pak beliau, untuk profesornya, sudah dikasih belum? Bentuk belum ya?
Belum, Pak.
Saya kirim sekarang ya. Nanti di akhir itu maksudnya ceritanya kita di share screen aja bahwa kita memberikan penghargaan untuk dia dalam bentuk sertifikat aja.
Nanti di-share ke grup aja, Pak. Soalnya saya nggak bisa share screen.
Oh ya itu dah, salah satu orang harus bisa share screen.
Boleh.
Oke, saya share sekarang ya.
Selamat sore Pak Rus, izin off kamera karena masih antar anak ke dokter ya. Terima kasih.
Ya, dengan siapa nih?
Saya Sylvia Elviera, Pak.
Oke, siap. Dari teman-teman siapa yang bisa untuk share screen sertifikat ini ya? Pak Divi bisa?
Bisa, tapi mungkin nanti mungkin kalau dibutuhkan sekarang nggak bisa Pak.
Nanti jam-jam 7 itu setelah saya di akhir.
Oh, jadi intinya sertifikat itu ditayangkan untuk mengatakan bahwa kita berterima kasih beliau sudah hadir dan selesai.
Ya.
Begitukah kira-kira?
Betul, karena tolong disampaikan karena saya tidak bisa memberikan pengarahan itu, saya diminta tolong bantuan Divi atau Benny gitu loh.
Oke, Pak Benny nanti yang speak saya yang ini tayangkan ya Pak Benny ya. Siapa?
Oke, siap. Tolong dibantu ya Mas Benny.
Baik, Pak Rus.
Ini durasi waktu sudah diinfo ya Pak ya, beliau ya. Jadi walaupun nanti diserahkan ke Pak Benny, berarti durasinya sudah tahu kan beliau ya Pak ya?
Oh sudah, saya sudah bilang sama Pak.
Thank you Pak.
Kita tunggu lagi 3 menit ya, karena kita mulai jam 17.15 ya. Prof. Sudhir?
Yes.
We still have 3 minutes, so we're waiting for another student participant to come in our Zoom, okay?
Yes. Very true. I'm just enjoying my morning tea. I just made some tea for myself
Enjoy, Prof. Sudhir.
and some cookies.
Prof.
Okay.
Sudhir, Mr. Benny is one of the head of participant here in our class. So he has
Wonderful.
a product, UC & Co. He is alumni of Janapura University, management program study. And then he has a good business like UC & Co. Maybe later we can also have example of UC & Co. Lead time, maybe.
Oh, sure. Today in class we will discuss that, or after the class?
Yeah, maybe in this class also, if you have time.
Oh, sure. I will make time.
Okay.
Time management is, very much important. And so, Benny, we will discuss your UCN code today. What is the main business of the company? Hospitality?
Actually, the main business is distribute the fashion industry.
Fashion industry. Very good.
Yeah.
Particularly which items?
Actually, main items like kind of Ripco, Bilabong, like tropical fashions.
Hmm. So your customers are in which countries? Indonesia only?
Actually, it's mostly from Australia. Mostly from Australia when they come to Bali.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now, Singaporean and Thailand.
And when you say tropical, that means, a springtime and summertime.
Yeah, actually, Bali every day is summer, Prof.
Mm. Okay, okay, okay. Mm. So I have two children in the house. One is 3 years old, the other one is 3 months old. And I have to really be, speaking very softly, otherwise they'll wake up. And I put the earphones
No
so that,
worries. Thank you, Prof, for making time for us.
My pleasure always. Professor Ruspendi is always kind. He makes sure I interact with every new batch. Yes,
Yeah, always, always.
always. Every batch, every year I have interacted.
Yeah, but I do believe you will come to Bali next week or next year.
Next year, surely I will come. There is no doubt about that.
And then you will also teaching us in our class, Magister Management, not online but directly in the class.
That will be a big joy.
Yeah.
It will make me very happy. I
Okay.
hope they understand my English.
Yeah, of course your English is better than me.
I'm not reading your messages, but I'm comfortable here. Okay, if there is important, you can just tell me.
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. Spendi.
So I have my time is 17:17, so we will start our class today.
We can wait for a couple of minutes, no problem.
We have already our
comfortable.
class around 20 here. So how many person all totally, Benny, join our class today?
17, Doc.
Oh, so okay, that is already 20 participants. So Professor Sudhir, I will start first. Okay, to all of participant of Magister Manajemen di Anapura, please open your camera first. Bisa dibuka kameranya semua. Suara saya terdengar nggak ya?
Terdengar, Pak.
Okay. Yeah. So I would like to introduce first our brother, our professor, Dr. Sudhir Sharan, the founder of Dr. Sharan Consulting, California. And he done an MBA from EM Ahmedabad in 1980. He got certificate in decision support system from EET Kanpur in 1986 and doctorate in international business in 1669. Actually, I have already mentioned this to our class. Pak Divi, bisa nggak ditampilkan ya power ininya? Apa namanya? The profile of Dr. Sudhir Sharan.
Sekarang tidak bisa, Pak. Mungkin ada temannya yang lain yang sedang buka laptop, mungkin bisa membantu, Pak. Karena kebetulan
Okay.
lagi nyetir. Ya.
Oke, great. Saya pakai HP juga. Oke, anyway, Professor Dr. Sharan, I have already also shared this profile of you to all of our class. So I have introduced also that we have already known from beginning 2 years, yeah, that we have a memorandum of understanding signed of MOU with the Rector of Janapura, Professor Dr. Busirai Utama, and then Ibu Miss Yeyen Komalasari. So we have already three classes, three batch from 2022, 23, and 24, and all the class fulfilled by Professor Dr. Sharan. So I'm very happy, Professor Dr. Sharan. So I have also a little bit explain when we meet in India. Okay, just a short overview, 5 minutes. Jadi teman-teman, saya bertemu dengan Prof. Sudhir ini di India waktu saya berkunjung ke sana selama 12 hari. Kebetulan saya mengikuti seminar di Bangalore. Nah, kebetulan dia salah satu peserta, saya juga salah satu peserta, kami tidak kenalan. Nah, pada saat berserta itu ada kegiatan itu 3 hari, saya biasa memberikan kartu nama, dan akhirnya saya bertemu dengan Prof. Sudhir Sharan ini di acara seminar internasional. Singkat cerita, kami diskusi, ternyata kami lanjut lagi ke universitas lain di Bangalore, tetapi kami nggak tahu kalau kami akan bertemu lagi di tempat itu. Akhirnya saya ikut kegiatannya dia di di Bangalore juga, dan akhirnya saya bilang sama dia, kita bisa nggak nanti suatu saat MOU dengan kampus kami di Janapura untuk mengajar praktisi mengajar ini. Oh ya, bisa. Nah, waktu itu belum ada S2 MM. Ini baru ide-ide saja, itu yang saya bilang, saya ada ide saja tapi belum saya tahu apakah ada S2 atau enggak. Nah, selang beberapa tahun kemudian adalah S2. Nah, baru saya ingat, saya punya teman dari India dan saya ingin mengajak kerjasama dengan kampus. Akhirnya Pak Rektor menyambut dengan Bu Yeyen Komalasari menyambut sebagai prodi S2. Dan terjadilah MOU secara online. Jadi beliau tanda tangan di sana, kita di sini Indonesia, dan mulai saat itu kita mengundang beliau setiap tahun dalam pelajaran supply chain management ini. Dan kelompok 1 artinya angkatan pertama sudah, angkatan kedua, dan sekarang angkatan ketiga. Mungkin itu perkenalan sedikit dalam bahasa Indonesia ya. Okay, dear brother, Professor Sudhir Sharan, I have already explained a little bit about
Thank you.
And we meet also with Professor Antandagiri. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my dear brother and sister, my all of student participant of supply chain management. Today, we will listen about the knowledge thought of Professor Sudhir Sharan about lead time. So, Professor Dr. Sudhir Sharan, time is yours. Kita beri aplaus dulu untuk give applause to Professor Sudhir Sharan. Prof. Yeah. Okay. Time is yours, Bapak.
So, how many have joined Professor Ruspandi so far?
20 already, 20 participants.
Okay. So, I'm very honored to be here with you. As always, you are very kind, Dr. Ruspandi.
Yes,
and you know, these students are the future of every country, and we are happy to contribute their expanded knowledge to their understanding of the field of management. Today's topic is very important. I will try to speak clearly and slowly so that they understand my English. If somebody fails to understand, you are most welcome to just comment here, and I will slow down, try to explain one more time. Okay. Devices are all welcome. I connected on the internet with my mobile, and I have my laptop here on my left. This is the one which is there on the left. And I am very happy to tell you, this laptop my son gifted me last week. So very nice of him. So I'm inaugurating the laptop with this class. So this is a special moment for me. All right. Now, all of you have the slide PPT which I shared with Professor Ruspendi.
Apakah teman-teman sudah memiliki PPT saya?
Yes, we all have, Prof.
Very good. So you look at the opening slide and you have this topic there. Correct? These are the three parts in the topic. Yes, Benny?
Yes, about lead time and logistic organization and development. It has network and interdependent costs.
Right. And COS is companies, short for the companies. Okay? Interdependent companies.
Yeah, companies.
So, yes. So now I will try to explain this, and hopefully everybody will understand. So going to the next page, next slide, we have the introduction.
Yes, wait.
Correct? Slide 2, if you look at.
Wait, Prof.
Slide 2 has the first bullet point is introduction, 3 elements of our theme. So if I number them, this one is number 1. I'll number them. This one is number 1 about lead time. This is our number 1. Then next one is number 2. Logistic organization is number 2. And developing as network of interdependent is topic number 3. 3 elements are there. Then the next bullet is hidden element. So there is a hidden element also here, and I'll explain what is that hidden element. HIDD, hidden element. See, I've written hidden here, hidden element. Okay. And what is hidden is called inventory management. INVENTORY. Inventory. Everybody can understand what I'm saying? Inventory management
Yes,
is hidden
Prof.
in the topic. Okay.
Professor Sudhir,
Then,
can you share
yes.
your screen? Can you share your screen, PPT screen?
I do not have internet on my laptop
Okay. So,
because
Benny,
my son
Pak
is
Benny,
asleep.
if it's possible, one of our students can share screen. Ibu Ina maybe just share the
Oh,
screen.
that will be wonderful. That will be fine.
Karena itu ada PPT-nya diberikan oleh Pak Sudhir Sharan, itu saja diklik nanti semua sudah membacanya, bisa membacanya sama-sama.
Coba ya, saya coba.
Okay, Miss Ina will try to share the screen, Professor.
Very good. Thank you very much, Ina. Shall I wait for that? Or shall we continue?
Miss Ina still try to share the screen, Professor.
So I'll wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe, Professor, before you continue with the first element 1, 2, and 3, it is possible I a little bit tell about the lead time definition and bahasa Indonesia.
Yes, please do. That will be helpful.
Oke, teman-teman, saya karena tidak bisa sampai akhir, jadi saya jelaskan di awal dulu. Sebenarnya ini kan kita membahas tentang supply chain management di topik besarnya. Jadi lead time itu adalah waktu tunggu. Nah, intinya begini, untuk kan kita ingin definisi dari lead time itu kan sudah ada kemarin saya bilang di dalam grup ya, durasi antara dimulainya sebuah proses hingga proses tersebut berakhir. Nggak saya ulangi, durasi antara dimulainya sebuah proses hingga proses tersebut berakhir. Bahasa Indonesianya seperti yang saya katakan kemarin di dalam PPT saya, lead time kerap disebut dengan waktu tunggu. Nah, jadi pada saat kita membahas ini, nanti ada exercise atau latihan-latihan yang diberikan tentang mobil roda 2, ada mobil roda 4, dan juga manufacturing yang lain. Maksud saya gini, supaya teman-teman punya pemahaman yang sama, saya ambil contoh ya, misalnya UC & Co. Pak Beni misalnya akan dibahas sebentar oleh Pak Profesor Sudhir ini, atau Ina, boleh juga tentang pakaian anak-anaknya. Kita akan bisa memberikan produksi kita kepada customer, kan tadi prosesnya itu ya planning, pengadaan, habis itu produksi, setelah produksi kita masuk ke warehouse, gudang, atau kita distribusi, baru customer. Kan itu prosesnya supply chain management. Nah sekarang kalau satu saja yang nggak bisa dipenuhi, maka produksi nggak akan jalan. Contoh tadi ya perusahaan saya nggak tahu Benny, contohnya ada nggak Ben? Kalau tidak bisa diproduksi itu, maka kami nggak akan bisa bawa barangnya ke customer. Coba sebutkan satu contoh aja Ben. Pengalamannya Benny ada nggak kira-kira pada saat produksi UC & Co ini, baju atau t-shirt ini tidak akan bisa didistribusikan atau kepada customer akhir sebelum ada produksi yang satu produk unit apa yang kira-kira yang bisa menjadi salah satu faktor penentu. Kalau ada itu salah satunya, bagaimana caranya supaya tidak menunggu lama. Contoh yang lain misalnya kalau
Maksudnya gimana tuh, Pak?
Nah, contoh UC & Co tadi ada nggak contoh yang mungkin nanti bisa dipraktekkan atau disampaikan nanti pada saat di akhir? Tentang lead time, menunggu waktu. Misalnya kita akan mencetak mobil, kerangka mobil Toyota gitu ya. Tetapi kalau kita nggak memasang dulu baut-bautnya, kita nggak bisa merangkaikan dengan mobil yang lain, terus mengecatnya, baru kita pasang onderdilnya dengan ban dan velgnya dan sebagainya. Itu
ya kalau
nah sekarang
tanpa barcode sih
masukkan
nggak
ke dalam
akan bisa dikirim sih, Pak.
Ya betul, makanya lead time itu adalah bagaimana cara kita supaya dekat dengan supplier, dekat dengan sumber daya manusia, supply barang kita, jangan jauh-jauh sehingga kita lebih cepat mengirim barang ke customer. Intinya itu lead time, maksud saya. Paham ya Ben teman-teman?
Paham, Pak.
Ya, nanti saya berharap Ina juga bisa atau mau sharingkan yang lain teman-teman dalam produknya masing-masing. Salah satunya ini. Nah, sudah saya bilang tadi, bagaimana waktu tunggu. Nah, ini saya manufacturing bisa, order lead time bisa, terus di bawahnya itu ada manajemen proyek. Nah, ambil contoh di hotel nanti kalau ada pertanyaan boleh juga nanti kalau bisa Benny mungkin menanyakan bagaimana prosesnya kalau lead time yang di sebuah hotel atau di di hospitality atau keramah tamahan itu ya, tidak hanya manufacturing, bisa nggak dilaksanakan. Nah, jadi teman-teman, lead time itu adalah waktu tunggu. Kita tidak mau customer kita menunggu lama. Customer itu senang atau puas jikalau barang itu cepat. Contoh, Shopee. Saya kan kemarin pesan, itu bukan saya sih, keluarga di sini istri saya sering Shopee mau mengirim barang. Beli barang, kalau kita dari luar kota 2 hari datangnya. Tapi dalam kota 1 hari pun jadi. Nah, kalau kita beli Shopee di luar kota itu dalam waktu berminggu-minggu kan kita malah kecewa. Nah, jadi makanya di dalam Shopee itu kan kelihatan dia sekarang barang sedang dicari, barang sekarang dimasukkan ke distribusi, sekarang produksi, distribusi masuk ke pengiriman customer. Nah, itulah gimana cara kita supaya kita sebagai manufacturing atau pengusaha kita tidak mempunyai waktu tunggu yang lama sehingga customer bisa mencapai barangnya lebih cepat. Itu poin hari ini, ya. Saya kembalikan kepada Prof. Sudhir ya. Prof. Sudhir, so time is
Yes.
yours now to continue.
Okay. So thank you very much for the ground laying foundation. And now the concept of lead time. And now I can explain this best by telling you there is a time when consumption happens and there is a time when production happens. Within production, there is different stages and different organizations that are involved. Take this example. You want to manufacture a toy like this. This toy will be gifted by parents to their children, let us say in the month of December during Christmas festival. Now, the store has to have this toy in the month of December, let us say in the first half of December when the shopping for the holidays happens in USA. So from 1st December to 14th December, this must be present in the store in sufficient numbers so that the store does not lose customers. If this toy is not there in the store, I go there, I asked for the toy is not there, so I do not do any shopping in that store. Suppose my budget that day was $200. The store does not only lose $20 for this toy, the store loses all $200 of my business. Is that clear to you? This is called a stock out cost. You may write down if you are making note, a stock out, STOCKOUT, a stock out. I'll write it on this paper and show it to you. A stock out cost. And directly $20, indirectly $200. In the example which I gave you, are you able to see it clearly? Benny?
Yes,
Very clear.
Prof.
Herlina?
Stock out $20
I am able
and
to see your
$200.
name. You are able to see it?
Too small.
Are you able to read it?
Yes,
Now,
I can.
now will be.
Yes,
Now
Prof.
it is okay. Little far and it is better. Correct now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So now the store did not have this toy because the manufacturer could not make it. Now suppose there is clay, there is a mold in which the cat is cast, and there is a paint shop where it is painted front and back. Three things are there: the clay, the paint, and the mold in which it is made. Okay? Now, if the clay supplier failed to send the clay, the toy company will not be able to manufacture it. The toy company needed the clay in the month of October. So it ordered the clay from a country, let us say in Africa. The African company did the mining of the clay, processing of the clay in the month of July. So July they did it and then tried to send it, but the shipping company had a labor strike. So it was sitting there in their warehouse for, let us say, 3 weeks while the strike lasted. So instead of being dispatched in July itself, it became end of July, and therefore the supply which should have reached the toy maker was delayed by 3 weeks. In normal time, the toy company sent to USA by 1st of December. This year they'll be able to send it only by 21st of December, by when the shopping is over. So July to December is the lead time in the total process. Total lead time of this toy is, let us say, 5 months. Entire July, August, September, October, November. Because 1st December, the toy is in the store. So for this toy, lead time in the production loop is 5 months. And then in the store, this is sitting there. Suppose I, as a father, decided to buy it on 10th of December. Okay, so it must be in stock for 10 days. Because if the store ordered, let us say, 100 toys, and they were all sold in the first week, then when I go there, the stock out will happen. So lead time will be calculated for these 10 days also, the demand during the shopping period, festival period. So now you understand in Bahasha, Dr. Ruspeddi explained to you the concept of lead time, and you understand why I mentioned the hidden element is important. I mentioned here hidden element. Hidden element is inventory management. So to understand the lead time, you also need to understand inventory management. Now I'm sure I need to go slow and explain one more concept. And this is important, so I request you to please concentrate on this concept. And I will write it, you know the concept, and I will keep on asking you a set of questions, and please keep on answering them in your own way, in any language. What is this?
Management.
Management. So this is what you are trying to study, Master of Business Administration or Master of Business Management. In any organization, management is a special thing, and it includes planning, it includes organizing, do you agree with me?
Yeah, planning and organizing.
It also includes staffing,
Got it, Prof.
it also includes directing,
Yep, that's all management.
and finally it includes controlling.
Got it.
So the store management for this toy had to do planning. Then they had to ask their buying manager to place the order with the supplier. And the buyer needed to have assistant who had to be hired and trained and told how to do the order work. That staff had to give in direction from time to time. For example, they had to ask them, okay, have you received all the clay that you need to make this toy for us? Have you dispatched it? Is there export license obtained from your side? Please send us a copy. That is directing to the staff. And controlling is giving reward when good work is done and pulling up the staff if the good work is not done. So that is the lead time. So lead time will also be function of how well the toy business is managed. If the management is very efficient, lead time will be less. If the management is inefficient, lead time will be more. All right. So today's topic, you understand, lead time is the time from the beginning of the production. I have introduced later on. Go to the next slide. Lead time is from when, to when, and financial implications. So from when the clay is being mined and processed, to when December 1 when it is in the store, and up to December 14 when it will be purchased. And financial implications I have mentioned on this paper, where I said what happens when there is a stock out, financial implication. Okay. So you see the slide number 3. First part, I have explained all the 3 concepts. There is more to it, and I will discuss this with you today. There is lots more to lead time. All right. But before I leave you, I want you to understand these 2 numbers. $20 is the direct cost. At 200 is the total budget I had for my gift shopping. I had to buy a gift for my child. I had to buy a gift for my spouse. I had to buy a gift for friends. So total I wanted to buy $200 worth of gifts. All this is lost financially by the store because they did not manage the lead time correctly. What is important for you all to understand here is the next point I'm going to mention. In the lead time, when they are trying to manage, remember one concept, and there is controllable I'm writing it here at the bottom. Controllable factor. Can you see that? Even the best manager in the world can only manage controllable factor. You agree? If
Yes,
there
Prof.
was earthquake in Africa, no manager can manage. And due to earthquake, if the clay factory was closed for 2 months, that delay in the lead time is not manageable. Is that right? And in that case, when this stock out happens, shall the manager say that I did everything by way of planning and therefore it is not my fault? Earthquake in Australia is not my fault. You understand? I am raising a very important point. Okay. Now you
Okay, Prof.
see, if I have brilliant management versus average management, when they are doing the planning, they will also plan by taking weather conditions. The first year it will be uncontrollable because if we experienced once this has happened, then you understand next year my manager while planning will keep contingency delay. Let me write this word, contingency delay. I'm trying to make you an expert of lead time. So please bear with me when I bring all these concepts. If it is not clear, you are most welcome to ask me. Please ask me questions.
Okay,
Contingency
Prof.
allowance. Of 6 weeks for earthquake. Can you read it? I hope you can read my writing. Contingency allowance for earthquake 6 weeks. And this will happen at the planning time next year. So this year I may lose this business, but next year I will not lose it. So when lead time management is done, it is not done for a single year data. Lead time management is done based on as long historical data we have available. If we have been dealing with this company for 10 years, then we have 10 years of data and we'll take all that in our planning activity. In our planning activity, if our lead time management is world class, is the best. And we can be in any country, but when we deal with developed countries, then their expectations are higher. And if I'm importing or exporting, I have that part there in our logistics. Let us say which slide. Import, export is there. International, logistic, dispatch, layers, raw material, component, integral, assembly, ready part. Then SCM organization. I forgot to write it here. I was thinking of that one. Okay. International. Okay. So far so good. I will stop now for a minute. We have been talking for about half an hour. I will request you to ask me your questions if you have any, and I'll try to answer them. Dr. Ruspendi, I will stop here in my discussion of lead time, slide number 3, and request them to ask questions, make comments. Okay? Everybody, please. I will wait. No, the idea is to understand it very well, because this is so important. I hope you understand the success of business depends on understanding and managing lead time effectively. Isn't it? Do you agree managing lead time effectively means financial success or financial failure of the business? You can unmute yourself. Yeah, Harlina has unmuted.
Prof, can I just one question? Lead time about fast or about effectively?
Say it again so that I understand it better.
Lead time is about fast or about effectively?
Okay. Effective lead time management is based on past data, so that we can make a prediction of the demand. How many toys will be needed in the Christmas of 2024 is what has to be managed. Okay? So lead time management will go in the past and see what was the demand 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. All right. And then also analyze the supplier, how much time did he take when we ordered 100 items, when we ordered 150 items. So this is the answer to your question. It is both about past, so that we can predict the demand correctly. This year demand, next year demand. Okay, both past and then it will be effective. Lead management will be effective. We will not make mistakes. We will not lose money because we did not manage the lead time correctly. And lead time is simple if it is domestic business. But lead time is more challenging to manage when it becomes international business. And it becomes international business if my raw material is coming from a different country, another raw material is coming from another country, my workers, the expert workers, and managers, they may be coming from a third country. Labor, including management, may be coming from a different countries. So when any element of the manufacturing is international, then in big lead time management will become more complicated compared to the situation when everything is from the local country, one country or one area. Okay? So this is my answer to you. Okay? Yeah. Who else wants to ask me something? I will stop there because the point is we have to have a dialogue. We have to have an interaction so that I'm also confident that, I made the point clear to you. The concept is clear, you understand it. Yes.
Prof. Sharan,
Yes, please.
is the lead time can reduce the operational cost?
Beautiful question. I will write it for your friends. I will write it here on this paper, your question, so that your friends can understand. Can lead time reduction reduce operational cost? This is Benny's question. Can lead time reduction reduce operational cost? All right. Question is clear now? The
Yes,
answer
Prof.
is this is the question, this is the answer. Now, the second question is how? What happens that the operational cost reduces? Is that right?
Yes, true, Prof. Sudhir.
So, remember when I said there are three elements and a hidden one? And hidden one was inventory. Okay. So I have now to mention the inventory model. What do I have to explain to you? Inventory model. The moment you understand, you will understand how this will go down. By understanding inventory model, you will understand how the operational cost will go down. Okay. Now,
Okay.
for this toy, I found that by doing the past data analysis, the minimum number of these toys sold every Christmas was 5,000 per week. And I have 2 weeks of Christmas shopping. So 10,000 of these toys I sold every year. That is the data telling me. So in inventory management, there is minimum demand or a stable demand. In this inventory model, I have minimum demand or a stable demand. You can also call it constant demand. And that demand is 10,000 twice for 2 weeks. So when my team is doing inventory management, what am I asking them to do? Plan for minimum 10,000, order through the staff, minimum 10,000, control that 10,000 are received. This is what I'm doing in my management. Is that clear? And then what happens is there is some increase or decrease. So for decrease, I don't worry. That much will remain unsold. And on unsold, I only lose $20. No. On the unsold one, we lose only what I paid to the supplier. I sold for $20, but I purchased it for $10. So unsold stock, I only lost $10. Correct? You get my point? For every unsold toy, I lost 10. And if I ordered more, 10,000 I will sell. The fluctuating ones, I am selling less. So my operational cost will be only to the extent of the unsold inventory, which will become a liability for me. But that is budgeted. Now the point is this, but if I fell short of 100 toys because I did not get the constant amount right, then I am incurring this one. So my operational cost will go up. My operational cost will go up. So what do we do? In the inventory management, we have a concept called safety stock. Safety stock. Okay? And when we plan for the safety stock, our actual demand is very close to the predicted demand, planned demand. And my operational cost is reduced. Cost is reduced means what? Profit is maximized, profit is increased. You get my point? My revenue will go up when my operational cost is low, so my profit will go up.
Got it.
So safety stock has to be carefully managed, including the fluctuation in lead time. And other factors also are there, which we'll be discussing as we go along. But for the moment, your question is very valid. Will lead time management impact operational cost? Yes, it will reduce it and thereby increase the profit from my business.
Yeah, so lead time management is not only reduce but can maximum the profit, right, Prof?
Yes, very true. And you can see one more advantage here. There is no business today which does not have competition.
Mm-hmm.
How do you compete? By advertising more, by having more salespeople, by giving commission to your distributor, business partner. These are the ways. Each of these cost money. Where do you get this money? If
Yeah,
you are that competitor who is earning more profit, you'll be able to do it.
yeah.
So by lead time management, your survival will be
High.
guaranteed because you are making more profit. Correct? And
Yeah.
therefore, you have incentive for managing your lead time by planning to controlling all these things you will do carefully when you are managing the lead time.
Yeah, for lead time management, only manage lead time management, we can make a lot of changes about our company.
And therefore, the people who are managing inventory are making a very vital contribution to the success of your business.
Thanks, Prof. That's new thing for me. Lead time management.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was the idea when Dr. Ruspendi asked me,
Yeah.
excuse me, then I said, yeah, I'll get an opportunity to explain these things.
Yeah, because the usual business or usual company only thinks about marketing, how to sell, how to produce, how to deliver, not really thinking about lead time.
We should think of the lead time, and
Yeah.
lead time is from the production to consumption, how
Mm-hmm.
much time is taken.
Yeah. If we
And
clearly know lead time from production to selling, I think we can maximum our profit, right, Prof?
yes, and the company which has maximum profit is the most successful competitor in the business.
Yes, that's true. Now I get it. Thank you, Prof.
Welcome. What other points do you want to ask?
Yes, sir, Prof. May I ask question also?
Yes, you are welcome.
Um, this is interesting topic for me. New topic for me, yes, and I'm learning much about lead time. I'm not in a company who have what they say a benefit or any income because I'm working as in NGO with a non-profit organization. But talking about lead times, it also happened in my organization during the process when we talk about lead time, how we cut the time also, it will impact to the customer satisfaction. My question is related to the customer satisfaction, sir. When you mention about the when you mention about the controlling on the recently,
Yes. Mhm.
is there any relationship between the controlling in our company, or also you have any strategy about customer satisfaction that will become the person who will buy those things, right? Because we cannot say only focus in our benefit or income to our company only, but we have to concern about the customer also. So, what is the strategy or what we can say about customer satisfaction? What kind of feedback that we can know that the customer also understand that they are being served well during the short time directly. So, how does the shortened lead time directly impact customer satisfaction? They will like or not, and it will become to the next question actually about the reputation of the company when they cannot reducing the lead time. So it will impact also to the customer. Maybe about the customer satisfaction strategy, sir. This is my question. Thank you.
Yes. So I am writing your question so that everybody else understand. The question DP asked is this: relationship between customer satisfaction and the company reputation with controlling lead time.
Perfect. That's right, sir.
So my answer is there is a great connection between the two. There is a big connection or there is a great connection, and I will explain to you how. All right? Now, suppose I run an NGO which provides a relief to the victims of weather, dangers. Suppose there is a flood or there is an earthquake. Now, if I reach the site within 24 hours and I start relief work, provide food, provide safety, provide shelter. Okay? So my lead time is, response time we call it, is less. And every hour is vital. When the service is demanded and when the service is available, the gap is the lead time, response time. This is another meaning. So I'm so happy if you ask this question. For such situation, lead time meaning is different, but it is life and death issue. If I did not buy this toy, only money is involved. But if I do not reach in time to save the victims of earthquake, human life is involved. And therefore, that NGO which does it well, it will have a very high reputation. The one which controls the lead time, it will have very high reputation. This is the first point. Is this clear to you? Do you agree this is what will happen? So for NGOs, controlling lead time is far more vital than it is for a manufacturing company.
Mhm.
For some of
Yeah,
the
I think-
NGOs, it is welcome. And not only this, suppose there are 3 NGOs which provide flood relief in Indonesia. Indonesia is in a geographic area where earthquakes are frequent, like in Japan. So I picked up this example. Now there are partner organizations. For example, there is an aviation company which takes the volunteers of the NGO and reaches them to the site. There are car companies which take the volunteers and reach them to the site. If my company has better reputation, then you will agree with me, the helicopter company will offer its service to me. If my reputation is less, only the car company will offer its service to me. So how much is the lead time will depend on reputation. This is how the real world operates. So if I manage the lead time, if I control it by my management, then my customer satisfaction will be more because my reputation is more. So reputation and customer service are directly connected. More reputation, I'm able to get the helicopter company to move my volunteers. And so I am a positive spiral. After every service to the victims of earthquake, my reputation grows and I attract more partner organizations which help me control my lead time. You get my point? If
Yes, I do agree.
If I have to send doctors to treat the emergency cases, like in earthquake, there'll be lots of fractures. So plaster will have to be put. So the plasters have to be supplied by the surgical supplies company. They, instead of sending it by road, will send by air. All those nice things will happen. Not only one instance of good will happen, many instances of good will happen. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, one more
Thank you.
question, sir. Thank you for your explanation about that. Let's
Please.
say we do all things right, as you mentioned. But what are the potential challenges of shortening the lead times? I'm questioning this because sometimes we need to mitigate, think to how to prevent if the shortening time also will have another challenge, because we have to understand that we still providing excellent customer experience, right? So when once happen not in time in our company, factory, or any organization, the customer will not think about that. They just want, I can get what I want on the right time. So this is the challenge in internal of our organization. Maybe do you have any clue or any experience about the potential challenges about the shortening lead time, sir? Related to the customer service also that we have to focus on. I think that's a question also. Thank you, sir.
I will ask all the participants today to go to slide number 3 and look at the last point on the bullet point, a special case. Are you able to see the special case? Everybody, please confirm. I am only seeing 2 heads. You all understand, no? And JIT stands for just in time. Do you know that? Just in time. This is JIT. I'll show it to you. Just in time. You see this? And I mentioned inventory management. Did I mention inventory management?
Yes, Prof.
Here I mentioned inventory management. Hidden element. Just in time is a kind of inventory model. So, what is JIT? It is, I hope you will be able to read it. It is inventory model. Now, important is this drawer was sold between 1st December and 14th December. Earthquake came on a certain date, let us say 10th October. So if the service was provided on 10th October, it is just in time. Otherwise, it is late. If the toy was received between 1st and 14th December, it was just in time, at the right time. Correct? And when I was explaining to Benny, I told that if my operational cost is low, my profits are high. When my profits are high, I compete better. I survive better. I prosper better. I attract better managers because I can pay them better salary. I attract better suppliers because I can give them incentive for timely supplies. In my controlling the lead time, the fellow who supplied the clay for my vendor, I will give him a 0.5% incentive if they supplied despite they having earthquake, because every company will keep some safety stock. So if they supply me from the safety stock, then I am the first one to get it. My competitors will not be able to get it. See the chain reaction. So this is where your question is. If I reduce the lead time by making it just in time, now just in time became possible in the last 30 years. Mark my words, we are in 2024. Before 1994, there was no room for just in time because it required huge computers and very sophisticated software in those computers. Because the volume of data was very high, entire industry was there. Rest of my slides are all about that. Okay, so the answer is just in time inventory model is possible today, and those companies which want more profit, whether they are manufacturing companies or they are NGOs like yours, all can use this know-how, this technology, and this is called supply chain management, by the way. Supply chain management is hugely computer based system which has become possible in the last 30 years. I have more to say to this, but I will not say that. I have so many other things to cover. Hopefully, we will continue with help from Dr. Ruspendi to continue our interaction after today's class also. I am available on WhatsApp. My number you can get from Professor Ruspendi. WhatsApp me questions and we will become friends and we will be talking about these concepts if you find the conversation useful. Okay? So with this, I'll stop here in answering your question. Hope I answered the question to your satisfaction.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay. So, Dr. Ruspendi, are you there?
Yes, brother.
Very
I'm
good.
So,
Very good. Drive safely.
yes,
Yes.
yes. May I little bit ask you a question? Do you already finish your PPT already?
No, I have a lot left, but you tell me.
I think if already finished, then yeah, we give the time for the student if they want to ask a question or insight, or they want to give you a discussion about maybe 10 minutes. Teman-teman kalau ada pertanyaan dari teman-teman sendiri, boleh bahasa Indonesia, boleh bahasa Inggris, nanti saya terjemahkan. Sehingga kita bisa mendapatkan pengetahuan lebih dalam lagi atau insight yang dari Pak Profesor Sudhir berikan. Boleh 1-2 orang, silahkan.
Okay, so I will go through the other slides and we will continue our discussion with the students. I'll make time. We have to finish by what time? 7:15?
7 o'clock is the last one. The last
7 o'clock?
7 o'clock. Yeah.
7 o'clock.
PM,
okay. Yeah. For
Thank
me,
you,
it
Prof.
will be AM. Yeah. So I will cover the slide in about 15-20 minutes. Okay. And then we'll keep the time. That's fine? Okay.
Prof.
So we go to the next slide. Please move the slide to the next slide, slide number 4. Yes. Element 2. No. Element 2 is the slide number 4. Yeah, right, this one. So logistic organization is the concept, and this is the procurement side. So this you understand. The company which sells this toy has to procure it. So I said how they have to manage it. Correct. So this part is the second element. We have been talking of the logistic one. In this one, the important thing is you have to have a warehouse. So in logistic, you have to plan warehousing and you have to plan transportation. And in transportation, there is domestic transportation and there is international transportation. I hope you all understand what I'm talking. This is logistics. Logistic organization involves these two things: warehousing and transportation. So as Benny asked, operational cost, the inventory management is basically in logistics. Warehousing and transportation. Transportation can be domestic within one country and it can be international. Okay. So this is it. Then the layers concept is the other point. So for this toy, layer 1 was the clay and the paints. Layer 2 was the component level. Here it is not applicable. But in cars, what happens is headlight is one component, engine is one component. In aeroplanes, the wings are one component. The engine is another component. So that is level number 2. Then integrated part panel. 30 years ago, 20 years ago, when you had a two-wheeler or four-wheeler and the headlight was not working, you went to a garage or mechanic and that fellow took out the bad part and put the good part there, removed the bad headlamp, and placed a good headlamp in the headlight, and your headlight was working. But today, what happens is, if my parking light is not working, the whole headlight unit will be replaced in my car. Whether you are using KIA as a car manufacturer, or MG as a car manufacturer, or Honda as a car for yourself, in each of them, now the manufacturing technology has moved to integrated component. The whole headlight is removed even if one part is not working. So that is layer 3 and assembly ready part level in which robots are being used. Human beings are replaced, robots are used. So layers are there. So logistics organization has evolved with time. And this is what I mentioned in the element number 2. And our factories are different. Our warehouses are different. Our transportation is different. So this is the important part. And this is key part of the operational management. For service organization, there is not much in logistics organization. except transportation, because warehousing does not happen. So service organization won't have warehousing, but they will have transportation, as I mentioned in my answer. So that is it. Okay, we move to the next slide. Element number 3. Yes. SCM, supply chain management organization. So this is viewed as network of independent companies. I want to discuss meaning, financial implication, strategic implication. Now for this one, the Africa company which made the clay and supplied to the person who gave me unpainted cat, then the second partner took the unpainted cat and painted it, and then it packed it so that it does not break in bubble wraps, and then send it to the export company, which got the documents done, paid the license fees, and shipped it to USA. So these are 3 interdependent companies: clay company, blank cat company, finished cat company, and then the logistics organization, the exporter from that country to USA. So these 4 are what? Complete supply chain management or logistics organization, and this is made up of interdependent companies. How many? 4 in our example. Okay, so 4 in our example. Is this concept clear to you? Now, financial implication is, if more companies are there, then the total cost is high. And if all these companies were one, instead of 4 companies, if there were only 2, the clay company and the paint company supplying me the raw materials, I am making the cat, painting it and exporting from my organization, then 2 will be there. So lead time will be less because integration has happened. So if there are less companies in the chain, then the lead time is less, profits are more. So that is the financial implication. And if my logistic organization or supply chain management is efficient for this toy, then I will have all the other strategic benefits, that I'm an integrated company, I get more value addition, I extract more value, I'm able to compete better, I'm a more famous company, I'm larger company, and so on, so forth. So that is the strategic implication. Is that clear, Benny?
Yes, Prof.
Very good. So I go to the next slide.
Sure.
Okay. Diffie, I can go to the next slide. Concept clear?
Sure. Yeah, all clear.
So how many parts? So think of an aeroplane manufacturer. Think of vintage car parts business. Okay. Any other business you love or admire? And how many parts are there? And I requested Dr. Ruspendi to come in this exercise. Dr. Ruspendi, are you still driving or you have reached?
Brother, I'm sorry, I will start our prayer today. Is it possible? Yeah, I cannot continuing the classes. Is it possible we can take a picture a little bit before we leave, before I leave?
Oh, please do, please do, please do, please do.
Pak Divi, bisa ambil foto sebentar Pak Divi sebelum saya meninggalkan tempat?
Baik, oke, kita ambil foto. Ibu Herlina boleh minta tolong slide-nya di stop dulu, Bu, supaya terlihat. Nanti boleh dimunculkan lagi.
Ya, saya mohon maaf ya karena ada kegiatan ibadah sebentar. Pak Benny, tolong nanti menyerahkan sertifikat Pak Profesor ya. Makasih.
Ya, Ibu Bapak yang mau rambutnya dirapikan dulu boleh. Oke. Pak Benny boleh hitung. Prof. Sudhir, we will take a picture together. Count in three, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, with a big smile, of course. Ya, hitungan ketiga ya.
Everybody
One.
open camera, please.
Oke. Oh ya, Pak, betul, Pak. We wait for others open cam first, then we can take picture together. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Count three. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Big
Pak
smile.
Divi, apakah bisa memberikan sertifikatnya dimunculkan sebentar? Supaya
Mau
saya
sekarang? Oh,
nggak apa-apa sekarang aja biar aku mewakili kampus.
siap. Oke,
Profesor
saya langsung
Sudhir,
muncul.
ya,
Langsung
Profesor
selesai juga boleh sih, Pak.
Hah?
Langsung kelar juga boleh sih.
Ya, ya sih. Profesor Sudhir, Professor,
Yes.
on behalf of Yeyen Komalasari as the head of program study, I would like to deliver a certificate for you as a lecturer today for lead time, especially in supply chain management. I'm so sorry because I have to join the prayer together with my pastor. So you can, you can continuing your classes, but the end, the last time is 7 o'clock p.m. So thank you very much. This is a certificate we give to you, and I do hope you come and next year come to Bali and teaching again us in lead time or in supply chain management others course. On behalf of Yayan Komalasari, also she doesn't come also today because she went to doctor, teeth doctor, because she has a problem with her teeth. Thank you very much, and participant all, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, all of my students. Thank you very much for your attention, for your attending here today. That I hope Professor Dr. Sudhir Sharan give insight to you, and you can have more knowledge about lead time and especially in supply chain management. Thank you very
Prof.
much,
Sudhir.
Professor Sudhir, again. My God bless you. And I'm sorry I cannot join again to your class. And yeah, Mr. Benny will lead our discussion later. Thank you very much. My God bless you. Bye
Have a
bye,
good
Prof.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Makasih teman-teman. Yuk.
Bye,
Bye bye,
Pak.
Prof.
Bye-bye. 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 Yes. So we will, how many parts are there? And we will find that the world is very complex. The reason I wanted to mention this is how many parts exercise is that 30,000 parts are needed in a car and many times more in an aeroplane. In this cat, see how little was involved. But in aeroplane and car, where life depends, safety is involved, all the parts must be of good quality. They must be received in time so that the operating costs are low. So, how many parts is the moment you ask the question, you realize how difficult is the task of managing the logistics in these industries, aviation industry or automobile industry. So I go to the next slide and how best to organize. What organizing principles are there? Okay. Are there some principles or they are not enough principles? So in this, if I do each of the step well, then my organizing is best. So what steps are needed? Plan, organize, staff, direct, and control. That's why I mentioned this one in the beginning. Now you understand the slide number 7 What organizing principles? Okay, so you have studied these in your different management courses and apply these to logistics management. Apply these and you answer. So I bring this slide to your attention for this reason, that by applying the principles we have learned in the management courses, how to plan well, organize well, staff well, direct well, control well, to the challenge of logistics management, network creation, lead time management, they will be helpful. So you know you are in familiar ground. It is connecting with your rest of the syllabus. This slide is connecting you, today's discussion that we have connects you with rest of your syllabus, which you'll be studying as a student. And what is the benefit? The benefit is already mentioned. You will earn more customer satisfaction. Customers will respect you. You will earn a profit. You will not have a stock out cost, and you will compete in a healthy manner. So these are the benefits. Okay, I'll go to the next slide, 8. How best to organize? So these are the exercises. Historic contribution of evolution from physical distribution age to logistic age to SCM era. Up to 1980, it was physical distribution. I manufactured paper and sent it to my distributors, loaded in either rail wagons or on trucks, and sent it. That was physical distribution age. It lasted up to 1985-86. Then the logistic age came. Computers were able to manage, and that started, and it continued for next 20 years. Around 2005, softwares came and supply chain management era started. So these are the three parts, of our evolution. And this is about how best to organize. How many interdependent organization I needed? One warehousing company and one transportation company was enough in the physical age. In the second one, it was more sophisticated. More service companies came. Computer department became important in my own organization. And in the supply chain management, more specialist partners were required for managing our logistics function. Domestic or international logistic, I have already discussed this one while talking to you. Then industry boundary, transport, aviation, automobile, two-wheeler, four-wheeler, passenger versus goods, all this we have discussed in our talk today. So this is summarizing our discussion. Okay, this slide is giving the bird's eye view of what we have talked today in our interaction. Then the conclusion and question and answer. And this is the last of the slides. Thank you. Hope you found learning enjoyable. And I will come back to this conclusion. So, in conclusion, what I will say is lead time, understanding it, managing it is very important for success of the business. Secondly, what we are saying is our competitive strength is determined by what we have talked today. Our profits are improved. We attract better employees in our organization. We retain employee. We motivate them. So we are basically an organization with very healthy employee culture, organizational atmosphere. These are possible because we are efficiently able to manage our logistics function in the business. So, this is with what I conclude. Thank you very much for your active interaction today. I hope you learned some important things today, and we'll continue our interaction even after today. We have about 12 minutes left as per my clock. We can invest it on talking together. You speak more, I listen. Okay? Each one of you can say a few things about your experience of the class today. Okay? I'll be happy to hear what was your experience today. Okay? I'm all ears now. I'm listening.
Thank you, Prof. Sudhir, for the time until now. It's been a good time to learn about lead time with you. Uh, Even for me, I've been learning management for 4 years. It is still new for learning lead time. I just know lead time so important for business. Actually, in the
Thank you.
real in the field, like in the real situations, lead time
Hmm.
really means something. Really change everything. Like change the game if we can manage, reduce, and maintain lead time. Actually, it's really make a huge profit for the futures.
It
Thank you.
is.
Thank you once again, Prof. Sudhir.
Listening to you, I have a request. Can you type it on a your camera or something, and with help of Professor Spendi, just WhatsApp to me. I love to share this with my son here. This is what you said.
Actually, I'm not bring any papers or pen with me, so.
No, 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 not today.
Uh-huh.
Take your time in a day or two, someday this week.
Okay.
You WhatsApp this to me. You take my WhatsApp number, send your
Uh,
number, I'll save it, and we'll be connected on WhatsApp.
I will write the grade for you to Dr. Ruspendi.
Yeah, simple as that. Hmm.
Thank you, Prof.
Yeah, welcome. Yes. I'm so happy you called it game changer. I'm happy the effort paid off. It is, it is. I can assure you, uh, the people who manage their logistics function are the top organization in their industry.
Yeah,
And
actually,
now you understand why.
there's not only for uh selling items, but it's valid for like services like Mr. DV do it. So as
Yes.
long we know how lead time management, I think we can manage everything.
Mm. And this topic has been very close to my heart. I taught it in 1993
Wow.
for the first time,
Actually,
31 years
yeah,
ago.
like when I graded the bachelor 4 years, I never heard like lead time is so important, Prof. I
Yes,
just heard the lead time is so important. Thank you.
yes. In 1993, it was still physical age, distribution age,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just becoming logistics age.
Um.
Transition was just happening. So I started working for a Dutch company which
Mm.
manufactured and sold pagers, radio pagers.
Ooh, it's long time ago.
Yes, Motorola and Philips were competitors.
Ah.
So Philips was Dutch company, and I worked for another Dutch company. So they were the strategic partners. what we call interdependent companies which were in the network. So that's when I learned about supply chain management, and that's it. Very good. Yes. Request your friends to say something, what their experience was. You can request them in Bahasha so that they understand and they say what was their experience. We have
Can I
7 minutes
1 minute?
more.
Just
Boleh.
1 minute,
Yes,
Prof.
please.
Sudhir Pak Benny, minta izin. Yeah. Prof, before I pass to other friends that they will share also their experience, 1 minute from me. This is not question, but maybe a statement. Recently, I told you that I never heard about the management in theory because my background is not there. But through your maybe 1.5 hours presentation, you make me say, "Wow, I really interesting to learn something new about the management." I'm not an academic. I'm a practitioner. I work not in a company with a profit, but I work in an NGO with non-profit. But through what you have shared about just in time, lead time, supply chain management, I will adopt, I will convert those theory into to my office, to my organization. I can say that I really interesting to learn more about this, and I believe that I can make a contribution to my organization. How I can make something more better in my office through lead time issue, through just in time matters. So management is really good for me, not only for myself, but I can contribute to my organization about this. So thank you. You make me interesting to learn about supply chains and management. Thank you. So I really appreciate for that, Prof. Sudhir. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the beautiful words. We will continue our interaction after today. Take my WhatsApp number and stay connected, please.
Thank you, Prof.
It is beginning of a relationship, not the end of it today. Yes?
Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else wants to say something before we end today? We have. Yes, please. You can see the morning coming in my window. It is small
Yeah,
day breaking just
getting
now.
bluish.
Yes. It's a beautiful break of day. Yeah.
Is it getting cold right now over there, sir?
And inside the house it is heated, no? But outside it is about 16 degree Fahrenheit centigrade. One
Are the
That's
six.
not
children
bad.
wake up yet?
It's very pleasant. I can stay in shirt so you can see.
I see. So currently I'm in Missouri right now.
Oh, very good. That will be colder than our place, huh?
Yeah, it is. Right now that's getting cold. Probably next month will be maybe freezing here.
Hey, send me a WhatsApp, please. Okay, Kumang?
What's up? Yeah, sure.
Kumang.
I will do that. So you're
Yeah, please
in
send me a WhatsApp. Everybody
you're
is
in New York
welcome.
right
Please
now,
send me a
right?
WhatsApp. I will save your numbers. I'm good at that.
Cool. Yeah. Maybe we can catch up around in
Oh,
United States.
sure, we shall. We shall. This is beginning of a relationship, as I kept saying.
I see.
From previous batches, I always have good friends, and we continuously talk on WhatsApp about things. This
For
is the
sure, sir.
third batch, hat trick.
Yeah.
So from the previous two batches, I still have very good friends, and we talk on WhatsApp.
Got you.
So, Herlina, what would you like to say?
Ada yang mau disampaikan, Bu Lina?
Kalau tanya tentang teori masih bisa nggak sih?
Bisa Bu, apa saja Bu, boleh Bu.
One question from Prof.
Yeah.
You know fashion brand Zara? Because I love fashion brand Zara.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fashion brand Zara. Uh, Zara's clothing stock change every 2 weeks. So if you go to Zara Fashion now and then come back 2 weeks later, all the collection product will be changed. Do you think this is a result of their success lead time or this is the strategy, business strategy or successful lead time?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So finally, we have come to the end of our interaction. Thank you very much. You have been very kind. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I hope we will stay connected through WhatsApp. Thank you very much. All the very best. If I can
Sabar,
be
sabar
of
Bu
any
Dina.
more,
Thank you,
yes.
Prof. Sudhir.
Thank you very much, my friends. It was beautiful
Thank you,
talking to
sir.
you early morning today. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I enjoyed
Thank
it
you.
completely.
Enjoy.
Have a good
Thank you very
breakfast,
much,
sir.
Diffie. Yep. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye. You may dismiss, sir.
I'll,
We will continue another
yes.
college. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Looking forward.
We will continue the
Yes.
class, Prof.